Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain For You. Today's topic is going to be why messages of safety can help end TMS. So we'll get to that in a minute. We're going to take a couple of nice deep breaths. It's 4 o'clock and it's almost dark out. I hate this. I mean, it's literally getting dark. So, take a nice deep breath. Breathe in the peace, exhale the stress, breathe in the confidence, exhale the doubt, breathe in the clarity, exhale the confusion. So I wanted to talk about messages of safety, and as I do one-on-one coaching calls, I kind of walk people through this stuff I talk about all the time on these videos. Knowledge, assessment, acceptance, belief in this stuff. Feel your emotions, soothe your body, calm your thinking, a mindset of indifference, shift your focus back to living your life. Those are the core principles that I teach that I believe are really exceptionally useful and helpful in ending TMS. And it's really becoming more and more clear that, just walking around and saying, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, doesn't really work. And I don't know if you guys can remember ever seeing a horror movie where somebody is, in a basement, the lights won't work, and they're sitting there repeating to themselves, this is not happening, this is not happening, this is not happening, and they're freaking out, right? So walking around saying, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, isn't necessarily creating this feeling of safety. It's just trying to convince yourself by saying that over and over again, kind of in a panic. And so it really takes a little bit more of a well-rounded approach to teach your brain that you are safe and that there is no reason for this danger alarm called pain to be going off constantly. And something that's really important to get is the knowledge. What is TMS? Yes, we may have misalignments in our body, in our jaws, in our backs. I was all jacked up and crooked. Those were the result of TMS, not the cause. Somebody just messaged me about a fallen arch, which is basically like flat foot, and that is causing a change in their gait and the way they walk, and it's causing them some other pains in their body. So is it necessarily the arch that is creating all of the pains in the body, or is it the fear that a gait, a walk that is not perfectly level it should hurt, it will create pain? I mean, that's what Google says. Dr. Google says plain and clear, a fallen arch can result in biomechanical limitations and pain. Well, Google says it, so it must be true, right? I've got a father-in-law who had polio as a child, and his gait has been screwed up all his life. And at this point in his 80s, he's very jacked up. Like, he's off to the side, and he walks with a cane, and one leg seems like it's, atrophied significantly, and he just walks like he's half leaned over, like Quasimodo almost. But he doesn't hurt. So he's got the most unnatural gait in the world, the most out of sync, not biomechanically sound gait in the world, and he's fine. He doesn't hurt because he doesn't have this perception that walking this way should hurt me. And so he doesn't hurt. Why? Because there's no danger alarms going off in his head. He's not spending days researching how walking crooked is supposed to hurt him. And so we can over-research, we can over-analyze, we can scare the crap out of ourselves by going online and learning that these things can cause pain. But when you know about TMS, they don't have to. Plenty of people have flat feet. They don't hurt. So, and I'm kind of touching on this because I will refer the person who messaged me to this video, which I'll post on Thursday, Thanksgiving, here in the United States. So messages of safety. Let's get to the topic at hand here. We want to teach the brain that there's no reason for the pain. Pain's purpose is to stop us from doing things that the brain perceives are dangerous. And if you can convince the brain that there's really no danger, then the brain can shut off the pain. It literally can turn it off. But it has to be convinced that there is no danger. So, if you're freaking out about the pain, that's a message of danger. If you are researching how there is no cure, that's a message of danger. If you are going to see your chiropractor, your physical therapist, your orthopedic doctor, and they are constantly telling you your body is messed up, you have to fix your body, those are messages of danger. Our thinking can be messages of danger. Being terribly upset by and freaking out about the pain or the symptoms, or looking at yourself in the mirror over and over and over again and saying, I'm crooked, I don't know what's going on, this is why I hurt. What if the crookedness, for me, the crookedness was the result of the pain, not the cause? And while I was crooked, I was able to get rid of my pain. I didn't have to fix the crookedness. I got rid of the pain, and over time, my body returned balance and straightened up. I'm still not perfect. I'm still a little bit crooked. Not in a criminal way. So messages of danger keep the nervous system in a high state of alert, and the brain utilizes pain to stop us from doing anything that's perceived as dangerous. And if we believe that our body is flawed in some way, or weak, or frail, or easily broken, the brain is going to keep that pain persisting so you don't do anything stupid and hurt yourself further, right? And that's about as simple as I can explain it. So our job is to teach the brain that we're actually okay, we're safe. And yeah, my body's crooked, or I might have a gait that is not perfect, or any number of things. But it shouldn't cause pain, because it's not dangerous. It's just a normal abnormality. Nobody's body is perfect. Nobody's. Excuse me. Nobody's body is perfect. And so, when I talk about why messages of safety can help end TMS, it's for those exact reasons that I just went over. So why is the kind of the system or the framework or the roadmap to recovery that I've put together so effective? Well, let's go through it. Knowledge. When you truly know what TMS is and know that your body's not the fault, and it's, these are normal abnormalities, that's a message of safety. Everything I do is a message of safety, and that's why it works so damn well. So knowledge, a message of safety. Now, applying that knowledge to yourself by doing an assessment and saying, yeah, TMS actually does apply to me, that's a message of safety, not danger. By going, I know about this thing called TMS, and it actually applies to me because I've got this, that, and that aspect, and it absolutely makes sense for me. Message of safety. Belief. If you believe that you can get well, message of safety, right? So now let's look at emotions, feeling your emotions. Not huge on going back and digging up the past. Why? Because that's kind of, bringing up danger from your past. So messages of safety are going to be just learn to become the type of person who can feel your right now emotions. And by doing that and allowing yourself to be a normal human being who feels their emotions and allows them to pass through instead of holding to them and clinging to them and holding on to resentment, no, feel the emotions, allow them to pass, and then go on with your day. Message of safety. Why? What we're doing is we're teaching the brain that these emotions are actually safe. They're okay. Yeah, they're not pleasant. Being sad is not fun by any stretch, but it's safe. And sometimes it actually feels good to allow yourself to feel sad when you're actually sad. Resisting the emotions doesn't help. As a matter of fact, resisting and pushing these emotions away and sweeping them under the carpet, it's not a message of safety. It's a message of danger, because you are saying those emotions are dangerous, they don't belong, they're going to cause trouble, consequences in my life. But by feeling them, message of safety, right? So how about soothing? Slowing down your breathing, getting yourself into a state of calm and peacefulness. letting your shoulders relax instead of being all hunched up and tight. Right? Messages of safety. Why? Because if you were truly in danger, you would be like this. Oh my God, you'd be tense, tight. But if you are truly relaxed and you're breathing slowly, it's a message of safety, because there's no way you'd be able to breathe calmly and be in a relaxed state physically if you were truly in danger. Now, calming your thinking down. Message of safety. Why? Because if you're running around in circles chasing yourself in your head with danger, 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 oh my God, I'm dying, this is permanent, I'll never get better, wheelchair for life. Messages of danger versus calm your thinking down. What does that mean? It doesn't mean stop the negative thinking. It just means stop taking the negative thinking so seriously. Just because we have a thought doesn't make it true. We don't have to buy into these negative, fearful, anxiety-ridden thoughts about our futures. We can simply kind of pull ourselves back and say, all right, but as I look around, I am safe. Got a roof over my head, fresh air, food, things are good. I'm all right. You don't need a lot to be safe. For the most part, most of us are safe. So, calming your thinking down helps to teach the brain, yes, it's a message of safety, that if I don't take my negative thoughts so seriously and maybe spend a little bit more time directing my thoughts towards gratitude and the present moment, where in the present moment, most of us are truly safe. We don't have life-threatening things happening in the present moment right now as you're watching this. So again, more messages of safety. As you can see, the various things that I recommend and teach and share all the time are all messages of safety. Now let's get to the mindset. Mindset, I often recommend a mindset of indifference versus freaking out. Why? Because freaking out never got anybody better. Why? Because it's a message of danger, right? A message of, or a mindset of indifference, which basically says, whatever, I don't care if I hurt or not today. I'm okay with it, whatever. So I hurt today, I've hurt for thousands of days prior, or hundreds, or however many days prior. No big deal. I've survived 100% of my bad days, I'll survive this one too. Whatever, I don't care. I'm going to have some fun anyway, right? It's a message of safety. Why? Because if you can truly say, whatever, I don't care, your brain's going to go, wait a minute. They don't care about, their back hurting or their headache or their whatever's going on. So I guess they're okay. I guess they're safe, right? It's a message of safety by being indifferent about the pain. Now, if you can't be indifferent, if it's just too intense for you to say, whatever, step away from freak out and at least choose your response. What's the response? It's all right, Dan, you're going to be okay. Reassure yourself. Comfort yourself. Breathe. Calm your thinking. Reassure yourself. It's just TMS. How do we know that? We're going to go back through this system here. Knowledge, assessment, and acceptance, belief that you can get well. Feeling your emotions. It's all right. It's just, a reaction in your body to overwhelming, negative, scary, dangerous emotions. Your brain is just trying to keep you safe from it. But look, you're doing all right. You can feel these emotions and you're still fine afterwards. So even the emotions are safe. It's all right. You're going to be okay, Dan. Right? So if you can't get to indifference, just step back a little bit and say, all right, I'm going to choose to reassure myself. It is a choice, right? And then the last thing is focus. What are we focused on? If we focus on our pain all day long and we're really anxious about it and upset about it, and it's a message of danger. So what do we want to do? Focus on our life. That's a message of safety. Why? Because if you can focus on living your life and seeing how much fun you can have today, despite whatever the body is feeling at the moment, despite these sensations, that stuff doesn't matter. And if you can shift your focus back to living your life and seeing how much fun you can have today, it's a message of safety. Why? Because the brain's going to go, holy crap, I thought he was fully in danger with these sensations in his body, but number one, he doesn't seem to care, he's indifferent. And number two, he's focused on living life. He's hanging out with his family, friends, connecting with others. He's doing artwork. He's playing music, whatever. I guess he's not in danger. And so, as you see, this whole thing works together. And it works together extremely well, and that's why it's so effective, because everything that I suggest has a purpose. Knowledge, assessment, acceptance, right? Feel your emotions. Prove that they're safe. Soothe your body. Calm your thinking. Mindset of indifference. Shift your focus back to living life and try to smile a little bit. It all works so well because all of those reinforce in multiple different ways messages of safety. And as you look back at the purpose of the pain or the symptoms, it is there to distract us from something that is dangerous or overwhelming. And in cases where the pain has been learned and has been sticking around for a long time, the brain perceives that movement could be dangerous, social situations could be dangerous, even stress can be dangerous. So what is it telling you? Just talked to a gentleman the other night where he's got massive levels of fatigue. Well, the fatigue is basically trying to keep him safe from an overwhelming sense that life is too intense, scary, and dangerous. So therefore, you're really tired, go lay down, because when you're in bed, you're safer, right? So you understand how all this stuff, these messages of safety, are really important. And can you understand now, after I've walked through that whole thing, why just walking around with a mantra that says, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, doesn't cut it. It doesn't work. And so by applying all of these concepts in a nice unified way, you're hitting the brain from multiple aspects. And when the brain gets that big picture of everything working together and everything saying you're safe, it'll turn off the symptoms and the pains. And so that's why messages of safety can end TMS, pain or symptoms. And that's why the things that I suggest work so well. Now, a lot of you guys and gals have been doing these things anyway because they kind of make sense, right? But now that you understand why they work so well, hopefully the things that you've been resisting and reluctant to embrace and try will seem more appealing to you, more reasonable, and oh, that's why it works. So yeah, let me get over myself and really work on this indifference thing. And if I can't be indifferent, at least reassure myself. It's all right, Dan. You're going to be good. Don't worry about it. Go have some fun, right? That's why it all makes sense. That's why it all matters. So, messages of safety. Evaluate yesterday. Were you sending yourself messages of safety or lots and lots of messages of danger? So, love you guys and gals. It's getting dark here. So I'm going to call this one quits. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Love you.